Hey, how's it going? It is the Hoff here, and today I'm bringing you another exciting video on the Sofabaton X1S smart remote for all you people that have a home theater or that have a lot of complex devices in your living room, bedrooms, or wherever you have places that you like to watch TV or control things within your house. This is going to simplify things where you can control up to 50 devices where you can easily switch between them with a simple scroll. This has over 500,000 IR codes for various devices. It is compatible with IR control, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi devices within your house. It has 1,000 milliamps of battery power, so that will give you about 2 months worth of usage before you must control this. And it is rechargeable, so you don't have to replace batteries every so often. You just plug it in once in a while within that 2 months time period, and you will be able to have a full battery once again. This is compatible with the third-party platform, so you can use Alexa or the Google Assistant to do voice control applications. And you don't have to worry about the control distance or anything with something like this, because with this built-in hub, you will have the IR extenders that you can use and put on your devices, so you can control this from almost anywhere. That way, if you have a rack set up in one location of a closet, you can point this at your screen or anywhere within the room, and it will send a signal to the hub, and the hub will go ahead and select what you're trying to select. This thing is very super compatible. It allows for some custom activities. So that would mean setting up like one button to control multiple devices. So if you want to play Xbox, you set up a macro in the sense that you hit one button and then it will tell the Xbox to turn on. Then it will tell your AV or surround sound system to turn on. And then it will tell your TV or projector to turn on. So all three devices can be turned on and ready to go with one click of a button. It's always got a super stable signal. Don't have any issues with that, having something like this. And there is a mobile app for easy setup and control. So when you first open it up, you get the Sofabaton user manual. After that, you are greeted with the remote. Then we will take off the protection for the remote, and it tells you the basic settings, connecting to your home Wi-Fi, adding devices, and downloading everything for the code base is all within the app. And that you can then, after you do all that, create new activities to be essentially like macros, so you can control things with a single push of a button. And at the bottom it says if you have any advice or complaints, they have a service email of service@sofabaton.com. In case you are wondering, I will have the links of where to buy this at the bottom in the description. And for those that would like to buy this, I will let you know. If you type in the Hoff, THEHOFF, as a coupon on their site, you will receive 15% off on your order for this remote. So Sofabaton was kind enough to offer anyone that sees this video 15% off, so I would definitely take advantage of that. You have protection, plastic over the hub. Let's look at the back of the hub. So in the back here, you have your USB-C, which is going to be how it charges. You have a button selector, and then you have your IR outputs. So you can connect two different IR outputs, and it is all black and has a little dot there, and there's stuff here so you can mount it better should you want to mount it something like this or on the back of a TV somehow. You will be able to do that. For the IR, you have two. So this one comes with two, where one of them only has one IR, and then the other one has two, which you can go on to Amazon, and I've seen 4. I'm not sure if they have ones that have 5 coming off of one cable, but yeah, there's plenty out there if you should need more, and you can easily connect it. So you get a USB-C, USB-A cable, another USB-C to USB-A. So one will be to charge your remote, and the other one is going to be for the power brick here. So as you see, you have a nice little power brick, and just so you can see, there's nothing else in the remote itself. So without further ado, I'm going to skip to the section of the app, and let's get this remote turned on and configured. All right, so as you can see here, we're starting a new account with the Sofabaton app that you have to download from the App Store on iOS or the Google Play Store. First, if you're creating an account, you must type in your email address, choose your password. After that, it's going to come up and ask you when you log in and get all your code and stuff, what you want to set up. And you're going to select the XS1, and you're going to click the button on the back and hold it for 3 seconds. It will flash, and that will allow you to set up and connect the hub. Once you do that, we're going to click the plus when it's fully connected at the top so we can add in. And as you can see here, I'm adding in my DirecTV, and it takes a minute for it to download the code base onto the hub and remote. So that way it can fully control your devices. So you just give it a little bit of time. And for myself, I have the DirecTV, the Philips Hue, as well as the NVIDIA Shield, which you're going to be doing through Bluetooth. So once it's complete, you're going to see this page come up, hit complete. And as you now see here, we have 3 of the devices, and we're going to go into doing the Anthem. I got the AVM90. So once you complete searching for your AVM unit, which will power your speakers or give the signal to the amp that powers the speakers, it will do the same thing, downloading the database. It will say complete. Now after that, some of your devices may say not configured, and that just means you need to enable the power settings, because it needs to know things as when you hit the power button, is it one button that turns it on and off? Does it have 2 separate buttons, such as my AVM 90? And what state you would like it in when it's not doing anything, and you decide you're going to switch to something else being used on the remote. Would you want the remote to then turn that item off, such as watching the NVIDIA Shield? Would you like the remote to try to turn off your Xbox or PlayStation 5? Things such as that, or your Blu-ray player. The other thing that it would like to configure is with the AVM90, it's the input selection. So you will decide the power, the AVM90, and once you have that fully set up, then you will configure the source configuration, as I call it, for your inputs. So here it's giving tips and asking about power and turn on sequence. And you can test all of these to make sure it's actually working correctly. And with this, you got to make sure that your IR is placed where the IR sensor is on your devices. That way it's properly able to control, because you don't want to test something, claim it's not working, but you didn't put the IR where it should be. So once you select for power, we're going to select for the input. And here I'm just telling it the ways that I must select my input. After that, we are selecting the different keys for the display, the forward command, the backward command, and how I confirm a command. So that way the remote is aware of those, because it wants to be fully able to do everything that your normal remote that came with your device can do. So that way you're not going back for little things like that. And then you can add in a source list here. So in this case, I'm just making one for the HDMI, but essentially you'd make one for every single input you have. So in my case, it would be one for the NVIDIA Shield, one for my Weem Pro Plus that my wife has, one for my 4K Blu-ray player, and one for the... All right, we're back, and let's see how well this works. So everything should be set up. It's trying to sync. It's getting all the information after everything was just set up for its final understanding of all of the devices that need to be connected. So I connected a Philips Hue bridge. I connected my DirecTV, my Anthem AVM system, which is really complex with all the stuff that it can do. And then we have the NVIDIA Shield. So devices first, let's see the Philips Hue bridge. Like, what is on the Philips Hue bridge? So I have various devices, game room, pool table. So these are just on for my master bedroom, my living room. And this one's kind of lengthy, but that hopefully should be on and off. So let's try testing. And there you go. The home theater room is off. So that definitely works. And then you just hit the button at the top. And let's do the Anthem. So the Anthem is already powered on. But down here, I want to show you there's volume control. So let's go volume up. And as you see, the volume is going up. It is on my NVIDIA Shield right now. There's volume down, and you will have various other options for input switching and different things that would be on the screen. So you can navigate left, right, volume up, down, and choose a whole bunch of options there. And then when I want to get out, I just hit that button at the top, and we're going to scroll up to the NVIDIA Shield, because that's what I use the most. The NVIDIA Shield is on, and there we just turned it off, so let's turn it back on again. Okay, now let's see. Using this, we're at the top, and I'm just using the circular around here. And let's get a little bit of lighting in here. Okay, so what I'm basically doing is, you see this glossy ring? That's how you're gonna control to move up, down, left, right. And then if I want to go into something like Apple TV, you just click the center there and you're gonna be able to control with the Apple TV. Now, one thing of note is there is no IR on this remote. So you are essentially only able to use the hub to control your devices. So if you have, like me, a projector in the home theater room, you are definitely going to want to get a very long IR cable to control that. And then you can use another IR cable from the hub that has 4 or 5 outs to put on your devices, and it will be able to control all of your different devices. But as you see, I have no problem using this remote to control everything. And I can hit the back button and I can go back. If you hit the double tap of the home button, it does the same. And then I can go down and I can dismiss that. And you can click the various things. I will say this is not a touch screen, just in case you're wondering that. But we do have this button, and I'm still able to click within the shield. So now I'll click for DirecTV, and as you see, DirecTV is highlighted, and I can go onto the DirecTV